Beetlejuice was the show that we all want to see in the West End for 2025, but while the West End might not have that show yet, it is getting some pretty incredible productions in 2025. So today, let's go and dive into the 5 most anticipated shows that you absolutely must see this year. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, then a big hello from me. My name is Sam and I post lots of Disney, theatre, travel and lifestyle content. So if you like that kind of thing, then make sure you're going and hitting that subscribe button. But today we're going to be talking about the 5 most anticipated shows for the West End in 2025. Now 2024 was such an amazing year for the West End. Being Hades Town, MJ the Musical, honestly, they were top moments for last year. So I'm hoping that 2025 is going to be an incredible year. The lineup seems to be quite good, probably not as strong as it was last year, but we've got some surprises that are coming our way, and a lot of them are going to be films that have been adapted into musicals. So that seems to be kind of the theme for this year. It seems to be what a lot of people are wanting. So here are 5 of the most anticipated shows that you absolutely must see this year. Okay, so we're starting off strong and we're going to be talking all about Hercules, which is opening very, very soon at the West End. Now, finally, this 1997 classic is getting the West End treatment it actually deserves. Now, for anybody who loves the film Hercules, they're absolutely going to fall in love with this stage show. It's going to have all the heart, all the humour, and all that Disney magic that we know and love. Hercules goes and tells the story of Hercules, who's a boy who basically goes from zero to hero, saving the world from the villainous Hades. It's got adventure, it's got laughs, and it's got a whole lot of Greek mythology, which, the West End seem to be loving this Greek mythology thing at the minute. Now, this show has had quite a long history, and it's kind of making people, I think, a bit apprehensive about it. During its tryout in New York, it did have a very, very mixed response. It did seem, though, to go and get a bit more love when it moved to Hamburg. So hopefully, this London production is going to go and be the best version yet. Fingers crossed, right? I'm hoping so. One of the best things about this show is that it's going to be staged at my absolute favourite theatre of all times, which is the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. It was most recently home to Frozen the musical. It is literally the most stunning place for this musical to be. And I literally can't think of a better spot for Hercules to come to life. It's actually opening on June the 24th, and believe me, I'm counting down the days. I have my tickets booked, and honestly, I'm buzzing for it. It's going to be insane. Now, for this show, the casting is still to be announced, but we do know that our principal Hercules is going to be Luke Brady, who some of you might recognise from The Prince of Egypt. Disney always go and get their casting spot on. When you think Samantha Barks as Elsa, literally stunning, Trevor Dion Nicholas as the genie, they always get it spot on, and I'm sure the muses are going to be absolutely hilarious and steal this show. I'm already picturing the laughs and all the sass from them, so it's going to be literally amazing. So honestly, hand on heart, I think Hercules is going to be one of the most spectacular things on stage in 2025. It's going to be that perfect show for families, perfect show for Disney lovers, and just anybody who loves a good old-fashioned adventure. Disney just do it so well. So definitely go and book this show, because trust me, it's one that I really strongly believe you're not going to want to miss. Okay, next up, we've got The Devil Wears Prada. Now, this show has actually been running in the West End at the Dominion Theatre since October 2024, and it's already booking all the way up to October 2025. It's actually doing really, really well. So if you've been thinking about getting tickets, I think now is the time. This one is really hard to get. I've been trying for quite a while, and it's just really difficult to go and get tickets for this show because it just seems to be so popular. Now, like Hercules, The Devil Wears Prada is another stage adaptation of a film that we all know and love, and if you're a fan of the movie, then you'll definitely feel right at home with the musical, especially with Elton John writing the music. Yes, you did hear that right. Elton John's melodies bringing that iconic fashion world to life, and I just know it's going to be an absolutely fabulous show. I literally cannot wait to go and see it. Now, one of the most exciting things about this show has to be its incredible cast. Vanessa Williams is playing none other than Miranda Priestley, the role which was made famous by Meryl Streep herself. And if there's anyone who can feel those big heels, it's definitely going to be Vanessa. She's got the poise, the sharpness, and of course, that incredible stage presence. Honestly, I can't wait to see how she brings Miranda to life on stage. Now, The Devil Wears Prada is a must-see for anybody who loves a bit of sass, fashion, and those killer one-liners. I think it's actually going to be one of the hottest tickets in the West End in 2025, so don't miss out. Go on the website now, go and book them tickets, because I do think this is going to be a very, very special one. I've actually seen the front of the Dominion Theatre, and it's got that iconic red heel. up on the Dominion Theatre. It's looking really amazing, so yeah, definitely go and get your tickets for this one. Next up, I'm so excited about this one. Like, from the moment it was announced, I literally just got filled with excitement. It's 101 Dalmatians the musical. Now, this classic Disney story is being brought to life as a musical at the Eventim Apollo, and trust me, I think this one's going to be amazing, especially for families. But you know, if you're again a Disney lover, you're going to go and love it. Now, everybody must know the story of 101 Dalmatians. You've got Pongo and Perdita, and they're trying to rescue their stolen puppies from the evil Cruella de Vil. It's going to be heartwarming, hilarious, and full of adorable pups. So if you want to go and see this one, it's going to be family friendly. Definitely go and check it out. The musical is going to be definitely a perfect experience for families, I'd say. It's kind of going to have all of that charm of the original animated film, but with that live action and a stunning stage production. Now, the puppies are going to be adorable. The music is going to be catchy. I've actually listened to some of the songs already. And let's not forget about Cruella de Vil. She's going to be as fabulous and as wicked as ever. So it's going to be really good. Now, what I love about this one is it's at the Eventim Apollo, which is such a great venue. It's a bit smaller than some of the big West End theatres, and you do have to kind of travel out to like Hammersmith to go and get there. So that's kind of a bit of a problem in some way, but London transport is always great. But I do love the fact that it's in a much smaller theatre. It's a lot more close, it's a lot more personal, but it's only running for a limited time between the 18th of July to the 30th of August, so definitely go and grab your tickets before they're gone, because they're going to go very, very quickly. It's actually been doing really well on its tour that it's been doing. So 100%, it's one that I'm definitely going to be trying to see this summer, because it's going to be just great for the 6 weeks holidays. Right, the penultimate show on our list is a very exciting one. It's one that I've actually never seen any production of, but this is a revival of Oliver, and this is a timeless tale of an orphaned boy, Oliver Twist, who dares to ask for more and finds himself caught up in a world of thieves, kindness and adventure. Now, whether you've seen the film or not, this show will definitely pull you into its heartwarming yet gritty story. Plus, it has lots of unforgettable songs. Even though I've never seen any production of it, I know Consider Yourself and Food, Glorious Food, so they're going to be bound to get stuck in your head after seeing this. But what makes this revival so exciting is it's going to breathe new life into the story while staying true to that classic that we all know and love. It's been given a fresh modern twist, but still it has all that charm and emotional depth that made the original so memorable. And also, did I mention that this is at the Gielgud Theatre, which is going to be the perfect setting for this type of show. It has a great atmosphere. So I think for this one, whether you are a long time fan of Oliver, or perhaps you're like me and discovering it for the first time, it's one that, you know, we all need to go and definitely make sure we're seeing this year. It has songs that we're going to be singing for days, a story that's very, very in-depth, it's quite touching, and it's quite dramatic, and that legendary West End magic as always. So this show is going to be definitely one of the biggest hits for 2025. I'm very excited to go and see it. Okay, last but definitely not least, we're going to be talking about a show that's opening very, very soon, which is Clueless the musical. Now, this is actually opening from February the 15th at the Trafalgar Theatre, and this show is definitely giving me Heathers and Mean Girls vibe. So, you know, if you're into them kind of shows, I think you're going to go and love this one. Now, I've got to go and put my hands up again and admit I've never actually seen the original Clueless film, so I know that if I decide to go and see the show, which, let's face it, I definitely will, I will definitely go and make sure I watch the film before, but it seems to be like a cult classic around the world. It's basically about Cher Horowitz and her high school adventures. It's a lot of like 90s fashion, teen drama, lots of comedy that's going to be brought to the stage. That's why it gives me, I think, that Mean Girls kind of vibe. It's all them kind of like high school cliques. If you're a fan of shows like Heathers and Mean Girls, definitely going to be right up your alley. Expect a hilarious, high energy musical. It's going to be a lot of sass, a lot of fun. It's going to be quite playful. And the best part that I'm actually really grateful for, originally this was a jukebox musical with lots of like 90s songs, but this is actually a brand new production with original music. So I'm very excited to see what that's going to be like. I feel like we've had a lot of jukebox musicals, so the fact it's not going to be a jukebox, it gets me very excited. I think it's going to be really, really great. I do imagine this is going to be very, very popular. I do think it's probably going to be on Heather's level, I assume. So yeah, I do think it's going to be a big one for this year, but it's definitely one that's definitely worth going and checking out, especially if you do like them kind of like high school musicals, because yeah, it's going to be great. So there we go. They are my 5 most anticipated shows for 2025. We are going to be absolutely spoiled in London this year. So I literally cannot wait to be going to the theatre as much as I can, seeing as many things, reviewing as many things. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Also, I do want to go and mention that these are obviously all of the newer shows for this year, but there's also so many classics at the West End. Think Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, Hadestown, MJ. We've literally got so many great shows up at the West End right now. So definitely go and check out some of them old school shows as well, because they're literally some of the best ever. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful and you've got some good plans for what you'd like to go and see up at the West End. If you haven't already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and also go and follow me over on Instagram, Journeys with Sam, because over there I do go and post lots of my theatre stories. So if I don't necessarily vlog it up on YouTube, I'll go and do like a day in my life sort of reel, or it'll be on stories for that, especially on going to the theatre. So definitely go and check that out. But also, if you like Disney content, travel content, that's also all on this channel. So definitely go and make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss anything out. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys real soon in the next video. Bye guys.